Aloha everyone, this is Hawaii's Pickle Lady. Today I'm going to show you how to make Maki Sushi. Maki means roll. So this is the black rolls that you see that they sell in the stores. And I know some people think, wow, how do you make that? But I'm going to show you how simple it is. You just have to get the right ingredients. First of all, I'm going to have, this is a special frying pan that I fry the egg in, and then it's easier to cut really nicely. So, and by the way, these are kind of expensive. They're heavy, and the Japanese use this to fry their eggs. And believe it or not, I got it at a thrift store here for about $4. So it's worth it to go and look for these things. I have an egg here, and I'm gonna just scramble it a little bit and just put a touch of sugar. Just a tad, and a little bit of soy sauce. Sit. Now I'm going to pour a little oil, not too much. And this is a non-stick pan, so it's pretty good. I use it all the time when I make sushis. So just beat this up. And the pan is hot already, so I'm gonna swish this oil around. And when I make more sushis, I will put maybe 2 or 3 eggs at a time, but I'm just making a small recipe for now. And then I'm going to turn it over. There you go. And I'm going to put it on a cutting board because I'm going to cut it in strips for the sushi. Now I'm going to cut it into strips. I've opened a can of tuna, and this is the kind with oil. I like the oil because it makes it more moist. You can use the water type, but so don't drain it. Just put the tuna and the gravy in it. Half a spoon of soy sauce and about a quarter spoon of sugar. Japanese use a lot of sugar and soy sauce for seasoning. Now cook it till all the liquid evaporates. Okay, the liquid has evaporated. Now I'm going to set it aside in a bowl. Now I'm cooking the vegetables. I have a small carrot because I just going to make a little bit of sushi and I don't want too much. So I cut it in strips. Now I have campio, which is gourd strips, and it comes very long. You can see more than a yard long. They have these big squashes, and they have a machine where when they rotate it, it peels off this thin strips, and that's why it's so long. And then they hang it up in the sun to dry, and then they have it like this. Now, I was fortunate to obtain this in Hawaii when this store was closing, a Japanese store, but it's no longer there, and I don't know where you can get the fresh campio like this. You can see this is fresh. I keep it in the freezer. It keeps a long time. Now, if you don't have this, you can buy it in the stores like this, a little over an ounce. But you see how dried it is? But if you soak it and keep on changing the water, it'll come like this. So I'm just gonna take like enough for 3 sushis. So that's about how much I'm making. And then I cut it off, and then I put it in a pot with the carrots, and then about half a cup of water. Okay. And then I'm gonna cook this until it's soft, maybe about 15 minutes or so. And then again, about a spoonful of soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, and then just bring it to a boil and simmer it until everything is soft. Okay, we'll let this sit. The next ingredient I use is dried shrimps like this. Use the medium or the bigger ones, not the real tiny ones, because they tend to be very salty. So all I do is I put it in my blend tech or if you have any kind of food processor, and grind it all up like this. It only takes seconds. You don't have to rinse it or anything. And it keeps in the freezer indefinitely. So I always have a bag of this ready whenever I make sushi or other dishes. Next, I'm talking about the rice. I only cooked 1 cup of calrose rice. And usually the Japanese use the calrose rice, not your dry type of rice like your basmati or your jasmine rice or long grain rice. You want the short grain rice because it tends to be a little sticky and it's easy when you roll it. So I've cooled it off, and I have here a bottle of what I call my sushi vinegar. The formula for the sushi vinegar is very easy. It's a quadruple 4 recipe. So it's 1 cup of vinegar, white vinegar, 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of regular salt. And all you do is no cooking, no refrigeration. Just put it in a clean, dry bowl and use a whisk or anything, spoon to mix it up, as long as it's not wet. So just mix it up. It takes a while until everything dissolves. Then what I do is I put it in an old vinegar bottle or beer bottle or anything like that, and make sure it's clean and dry. And then I label it sushi vinegar. So whenever I want to make sushi, namasu, or some of the pickles, I just have it ready. So now my rice is cooled. I'm just going to pour some of the sushi vinegar onto the rice. And there's no formula. You just have to kind of go by feel how it is. So I'm going to mix it up now. Now I'm ready to roll the sushi. And I've put plastic wrap on the counter for easier cleanup. So you have to use this bamboo mat. And what I'm going to do is I have nori here. And it's N-O-R-I, and it's pronounced nori because the Japanese don't pronounce the R's very well. So there's a shiny side and a dull side. So and then there's one side that's longer and one side that's shorter. This is a rectangle. So you put the shiny side down, and then I have my rice already mixed, and then I'm going to put some rice about 3/4 of the way, not all the way up. And I have here some water to help me because it's sticky sometimes. So this is what I do. I stand the spoon up like this and I push the rice over so it's to the end. And then on this side, I block the rice from falling over the nori. And then, and don't smash it down too much. I mean, just lightly spread it. And that's it. Now, first thing is the shrimp. Now, they sell this kind of shrimp in the stores, like in Hawaii at Long's is very popular, or any of the grocery stores. But they color it red and green, and they put some other stuff in it. So I don't like that. So I like it natural like this. That's why I grind my own shrimp. And it's much cheaper that way too. You can go to Chinatown and buy shrimp. You don't have to buy a lot. So just spread the shrimp. And you can be generous with it because it's not very expensive what you're putting on here. Okay, next I'm putting some tuna. And 1 can probably is enough for 3 or 4 rolls, depending how generous you are. Then you put an egg strip. And if it's too short, I kind of pinch off another one because I have extra. And then carrot strips. And then your campio. Just spread it across and pinch it off. And that's all. Now, some people put other things. You can put, sometimes they put fish cake or different kinds of veggies like boiled watercress, but I just do it this way. It's just easier. Okay, now to wrap it, you lift up the mat and just keep your fingers here so all of it doesn't roll off onto the seaweed. Push it back, and then you're going to form a circle and lift off the mat carefully, because you don't want to roll the mat. You just want to roll the rice and the nori. And just keep on going like this till you get to the end, and there you have it. And then sometimes you have to push the rice in on each side. And you don't need water to seal it because it seals itself. So now I'm just going to put it on a plate, ready for cutting later. Okay, so we'll do another one. Okay. The sushi is ready to cut. Usually we cut it into 8 pieces, so this is the way you do it. Get a sharp knife, cut it in half, cut it in half again, in half, and in half. There's your half of a sushi, 4 pieces. You can save a lot of money doing this because I think now the going price for a roll is about $8. So you see how much you can save. Make it for party, for your family, for friends. Everybody will love it. When I serve it, my goodness, the thing goes so fast, you have to keep on making it. Everybody loves it so much. Okay, so you just arrange it on a platter. And you can make many rolls. You can see how inexpensive it is. This is the finished Maki Sushi. Now let's give it a taste. Really ono, and you can make it. And I think it probably will cost more than $8 a roll, maybe close to 10. So you see how much money you can save, and try it and practice it. You can do it. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. And mahalo for watching. See you on the next video.